Shalom Aleichem. One rabbi in Eretz Israel, in a religious school, gave a shiur to people who immigrated from Ethiopia to the land of Israel like approximately 25 years ago. The rabbi decided to teach them a class about the holidays, the pilgrims, the Shalosh Regalim, Pesach, Shavuot, Sukkot, Bet hamikdash, Aliyah LaRegel, when all the people came to Yerushalayim to participate in the holidays in Yerushalayim. When the rabbi started to speak about Bet hamikdash, one of the students raised his hand and says, Rabbi, can you describe what did you personally see in Bet hamikdash? How the Kohen looks like, how the altar, how is the singing of the Levites, and so on and so forth. Well, the rabbi smiled and says, that was long time ago. Well, the student says, Rabbi, not important. Even if you visited there a long time ago, please tell us, share with us your last experience in Bet hamikdash. The rabbi says, well, there is a kind of misunderstanding here. There is a confusion, and let me clarify. Bet hamikdash does not exist. They say, Rabbi, what are you saying? Bet hamikdash is part of the life of Am Israel. Impossible. Please tell us something. Please, how did it look like? We never see. You never went to Yerushalayim. Did you never see Bet hamikdash? The rabbi said, well, I just told you. Bet hamikdash, unfortunately, was destroyed and burned very close to 2,000 years ago. And all what we have is the Western Wall, and in front of it where Jewish people come to pray to Almighty, but none of the holy work that used to be before, we don't do it, because there's really no holy instrument, and Bet hamikdash does not exist anymore, unfortunately. Rabbi, are you sure? He says, yes, I'm sure, I know. So they start to scream and yell one at another in the Ethiopian language. The rabbi did not understand, but it was very clear for him to see that they are totally embarrassed, they are confused, they cannot digest the fact that we do not have Bet hamikdash anymore. So the rabbi understood he cannot teach anymore about the Bet hamikdash, about the holidays. He switched the subject somehow to move along the class and finish it as much as possible in the right way. Next morning, when the rabbi come to the school, he step in, he start to hear noises that normally he doesn't hear. The noises was of old people, definitely not children. And as he walks in, he was very surprised to see the parents of the Ethiopian children. They all came to see him. They always talking very loud, staring at him. And at the moment he came close to them, they told him, Rabbi, did you say yesterday that Bet hamikdash does not exist anymore? The rabbi said, yes, I said. So they told him, how dare you say something like this? How is it possible? What are you talking about? He says, well, unfortunately, we used to have Bet hamikdash, but close to 2,000 years ago was destroyed and burned, does not exist anymore. They look at him surprisingly, and they said, Rabbi, are you sure? There is no Bet hamikdash? If we go to Yerushalayim, we're not going to find it? Not anymore. Says, well, you're going to find the Western Wall, and in front of it, there are many services, many prayers. People come, individual prayers, prayers together, Shacharit, Mincha, Arvit, so on and so forth. But you're not going to find any instrument, the holy instrument that exists back then. No Bet hamikdash exists, just the location, empty, that's all. They couldn't believe. They start to look one on another, and they look at him and they ask again, Rabbi, are you sure? He says, of course. My dear friends, I have no reason to tell you. Unfortunately, that's the situation. The minute that they understood that there's no joke, they start to scream, yell, and cry. Some of them fell on the floor with a lot of sorrow and crying and screaming. The rabbi could not believe what he see in his own eyes. And he started to cry with them. And the rabbi said, since that day, I understood that we don't realize, we have no idea what was Bet HaMikdash, and that's why we do not know how to affiliate with the destruction of Bet HaMikdash. And the rabbi said that every single Tisha B'Av since then, Tisha B'Av has a different meaning in his eyes. And now we understand why the Jewish law requires 3 weeks that we are mourners, we are limited, no music, no wedding, no haircut, no dancing, and then for Chodesh, no meat, no wine. The week of Tisha B'Av, no clean clothes from the laundry, and then the limitation of Tisha B'Av, no food, no drinks, sitting on the floor, kinot, not even say hello one to another, not even learning Torah, because Torah makes a person happy. Only by that laws we can get out of our comfort zone a little bit, at least for that time, at least one time a year, to affiliate and think and feel a little bit that actually there is no Bet HaMikdash. The diamonds of the crown, the holy of the holiest place on earth, unfortunately does not exist, and it's belong to us, and it's part of us, and it's extremely important to mourn and affiliate, because the person who can really mourn for Yerushalayim, he will be the lucky, he will have the merit to see the building and the joy of Yerushalayim in the future to come. Thank you.